Breathing in, there is awareness of breathing in. Breathing out, there is awareness of breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Where do we suffer? The physical body and psychological mind. Trauma and Stressor Disorders, Part 3. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. When virtually anyone experiences harrowing situations or life events resulting in psychological as well as perhaps physical trauma, just once or as a series over time, they can and invariably do suffer long-term effects for years and perhaps decades, mostly by remembering, if not mentally reliving over and over, the shocking events as if they are actually happening to them in the present moment, reinforced with all the fear and anxiety they originally experienced, potentially so long ago. Complex PTSD. Should any one of us have experienced specific or long-term trauma throughout most of our childhood, verbally, physically, psychologically, and or sexually, and still suffer with potentially intense fear and anxiety, as well as strong avoidance impulses when faced with similar situations today, along with perhaps strong anger and resentment linked directly to the influential trauma, then we might be experiencing and invariably suffering from what is known as complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Horror go-round. Marked by intrusive and highly disturbing or distressing thoughts, as well as shocking mental imagery related to past trauma, along with accompanying fight or flight bodily reactivity for added suffering, PTSD quite often becomes a perpetual and self-reinforcing feedback mechanism, a thought, feeling, reactivity loop as a kind of horror go-round the experiencer may never fully get off of. Anytime, anywhere, one. PTSD sufferers can and perhaps often do experience traumatic event flashbacks at the slightest of triggers, whether the trigger preceded the relapse or not. However, many, if not most, flashbacks occur during one's attempts at sleeping, when less distractions are available to compete with the mind's ability to receive and process data, and when the subconscious mind generally processes residual emotions and feelings, which then can lead to insomnia as the body's incredibly heightened state of alertness and accompanying anxiety become all-consuming.